I'll just stop the chat so that there is no more distractions. All right. No distractions in focus workshop. Okay. So how to achieve, it's a 2-week journey, how to achieve laser-like focus in 2 weeks without doing those hardcore meditations. Because we feel, हमें ऐसा लगता है कि अगर मतलब we really need to do hardcore meditation, do Trataka and do number of other things, तभी हमें एक focus मिल सकता है. We have that as a pre-notion, as a belief that we already have. और जहां तक आज आपके काफी सारे myths burst हो जाएंगे जहां पे आपको लगेगा, पता चलेगा what exactly focus is. What exactly focus is, जो हमें लगता है, जैसे आपको लगता है कि yes, focus is this or that. Let me show you the agenda. What are we going to talk today? Aaj we'll love bursting your myths about focus, about memories. So what is the agenda today? That what focus really is, how to measure focus, 3 lesser known focus killers, power of visualization, 10 keys to super brain, and then some of the memory principles also. Because at times when you happen to forgive and forget, when you forget something, आप तब conclude करते हो, oh, मैं तो ये भूल गया. Oh, my focus is decaying. Oh, I forgot this. My memory is decaying. That are the kind of stories that you have around focus for you. And we will burst out all of them. We will just break down all of them. Ki no, that is not the reality. वो सच्चाई नहीं है. That is not at all the reality. So if you don't know me, because some of you have joined here for the first time, I'm an N.L.P expert. I'm the creator of Ultimate Self-Mastery with N.L.P. Extremely popular workshop. It just touched more than 15,000 lives. And I'm sure some of you have also attended that. How many of you have attended Ultimate Self-Mastery with N.L.P workshop with me? Type down me. How many of you have attended that here? Type down me, all those who have attended that. Fan of you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's great. Then most of you. I like that. Then I help people with mind tools not taught in school so that people can walk their journey from information to transformation, distraction to focus, others to self, and lack to abundance, right? So if you join my world, no, this is not Ultimate Self-Mastery, actually, that's another one. So if you want to join my world starts, I have communities. One is Ultimate Self-Mastery community. One is the Focus community. And I do have an abundance community also where we only talk about abundance and manifestations and, the limiting beliefs around money. And of course, then I have my Zen community where the people become coaches, where people do what I do. So I am proud to lead that many communities where people walk from information to transformation. So let's look at whether you are the right place or not. Check yourself. If you are someone who's not able to achieve goals, if you are somebody who considers yourself as a chronic procrastinator, if you are someone who's guilty of those incomplete to-do lists, if you are a student or professional who has failed at every goal setting technique, like बहुत goal setting apply कर ली, if you are a parent who's worried about your child's focus level, you've just declared about your child's focus levels. If you are someone who does not know where do I start fixing this distracted lifestyle, you are at the right place. You are at the right place because you'll find out tools. This 2 weeks journey is all about that. And of course, you'll take a lot of value even today. Day 1 is absolutely free for the awareness so that you come to know कि आपको जो भी मालूम है वो सब मतलब you know half of the things only. But if you are looking for an overnight quick fix, then you're not at the right place. There is no overnight quick fix. If you don't want any effort, but you want full result, if you are not dead serious about transforming your distracted life, and if you're rigid about ideas, you're not open to the new ideas, then you're definitely not at the right place. Now, according to research, our attention span, the human attention span, has decreased a lot in the last 15 years. See, in 2000, it was supposed to be 12 seconds. Now, 15 years later, it has shrunk significantly to 8.25 seconds. In fact, scientists मतलब ऐसा मानते हैं कि हमारा attention span is even less than the goldfish now, who's able to focus on 9 seconds. And we are even deteriorating. हम deteriorate ही कर रहे हैं अभी भी. We are not progressing anywhere further. But we always blame, oh, the lifestyle is such, the social media is such, the social media is such. No, that's not true. That is not true. See, today you blame mobiles. Today you blame TVs. Today you blame social medias. You go a little back here. Let me see how many of you would agree with me here that, let me make it to everybody. Let's see how many of you agree If you go a little back here, it was the same story about TV. Same story about TV. How many of you have actually witnessed those debates in school? TV, a curse or a boon, you know, like how many of you have seen that कि हाँ वो टीवी के आसपास ही debates होती थी कि टीवी एक idiot box है या क्या use किया जाए इसका, क्या सही है क्या गलत है. How many of you remember that it was similar discussion around TV? Type down A. Type down A if you agree. Yeah, TV was equally blamed. TV was equally blamed. Okay? Then if you go a little back, when the landlines, remember? Landlines के बारे में भी same story थी. Same. Right? So all those millennials here, who are millennials here? I'm sure you was distracted on the phone. कितने लोग थे यहाँ पे जो बस, you know, they were always on the landline when they had landline fixed up there. Typed on me. कितने लोग थे? हाँ यार, landline was another distraction. एक घंटा phone पे with your friends. Typed on me. I've changed it. You can change it to everyone actually. मुझे सब direct messages ही आ रहे हैं फिर भी. Yes, so even landline was equally blamed. I'm sure now you're having a deja vu where your prank calls भी थे. You must be having a deja vu where your parents were saying कि यार इस phone ने ना बच्चे खराब कर दिए. I'm sure you must have heard this. And if you go a little back, you know, even radio was blamed. And even the newspapers and the magazines were also blamed. These are the ones who are actually spoiling the world. These are the ones who are actually spoiling the world. Right? So I hope that myth is gone. Okay, that it's not really the outer version. Is it? Type down yes. Is it done? Like, yeah, we're always living in a blame frame. हमने हमेशा एक blame में रहे हम. किसी ना किसी को blame करने में हमें मजा आता ही आता है, you know. We've always blamed somebody. Is that myth gone forever? Like, yeah, यार हमने तो हमेशा ही blame किया है. We've always blamed something or the other. और पीछे चले जाओ तो मधुशाला थे. लेकिन हमने किसी ना किसी चीज को हमेशा blame किया है. We've always blamed that I am distracted because of this. I am distracted because of this. You always have the blame story. Now, I want to know what is your blame story. Distracted तो आप मानते ही हैं खुद को. अभी इससे थोड़ी देर पहले तक किस चीज पे blame करते थे? I am distracted because of. Just give me your answer. Let me see what is your blame story. Okay, mobile. Then, chat popping. That's your, you know, you'll have to check your settings. Chat popping up on the screen. That's your setting there. All right, so it is web series. Okay, we have friends, we have Instagram, we have gossips here, we have family members here, we have relationships, we have PUBG, Netflix, kids, own thought processes, relationships, smoking, pawns, mobiles, family members, social media addiction, reading, health issues, myself, overthinking, laziness, Instagram, overthinking, relationship, phone, because you got to do a little inner work. No, you got to understand what is it. You have to understand that. Then Sukhdeep. Okay, then dating sites, distracted people, internal world. Chalo, at least you're understanding internal world. Overthinking, in-laws. Kisi ne emotions nahi likha bhi. Emotions, my own emotional drama. You know, girls, anxiety, sleeping issues. So you always have this blame frame ready. You know that I am distracted because of this. You know, because of this, I am distracted. बेचारा शाहरुख खान अच्छी movies बना रहा है, मेरी गलती नहीं है. I need to go and watch the movie. नहीं, it's not my fault. You know, the Netflix is so much available, and I have to finish it. I have to, मुझे web series खत्म करनी है. I have to finish it. It's the damn web series problem, not mine. Right? So we live in a blame frame that we are distracted because of this lifestyle. And it's the lifestyle. So let's make a report card, everybody. Take out your paper and pen. Take out your paper and pen. And now just make this table and just mark yourself right now. This is your area of life, which are completely focus driven. What is your current state? Just number it from 1 to 10. And then a desired state. You know, then a desired state also. What is your current state here? Like personal and professional life balance ka, what is your state right now? Because that is also focus. And then desired state, how many levels you want to improve it. Then decision making, how good you are at decision making, because you want focus for that. Write down that. And then this is your report card actually, where you actually decide where I need to go. Please write on a piece of paper. That will be right. Just write it on yourself. Write it down on a paper. I told you, keep a paper and pen with you. Then goal achieving. What are the goal achieving formulas you have? How many times you've really set a goal and achieved it? Right? So how is goal achieving? No, you'll not get, this is just free, that's all, and live. Then productivity. Whatever is your productivity criteria for yourself. I know you expect yourself to be a superhuman. You are very harsh to yourself. I know that. But chalo, still, whatever it is, productivity, what is the level of productivity you consider from 1 to 10? Where 10 means awesome, perfect, excellent. And then I hope you want to improve your productivity. Then what is your control over self and desired self? And overall, what do you want to rate? This one I want to know. How many of you rate? What are the focus levels you believe? On a scale on 1 to 10, give me your number for how do you rate your focus? Yeah, 1 to 10, Rex. How do you rate your focus levels? I'll tell you how to measure it. That's something else. But how do you rate that? 6, 7, 5, 7, 6, 3, 5, 5, 4, 5, 1, 8, 5. I like my Gen Z's writing 10 there. 5, 4, 3, 5, 3, 7, 3, 3, 6, 5, 2, 3. Okay. And I hope you want to improve it. So write down a number here also. Now, why is focus that important? You know, why is focus that important? Focus is really, really important. First, understand why do we want this focus? होता क्या ये? चाहिए क्या? क्या life में change आ जाएगा इससे? First, you'll be better at problem solving. And every day you require problem solving tools. Every day you require problem solving tools. So if you have better focus, focus is like a muscle. If you have better focus, you will be good at problem solving. Then you will have improved decision making. You know, because if you lack decision making because of lack of focus, because when you think of option A, you jump to option B. When you think of option B, you jump to option A, you know. So that is also focus only. So that is one thing. Then next, what is the benefit? Reduce stress levels. See, I tell you, usually people say that we are not able to focus on the personal and the professional life. But that's not true. That's not true. Because the problem is when you are at work, you are thinking about your household works, about your personal problems. And when you are at your personal, like when you're with the children or with your family, then you're always thinking about the incomplete work. You're thinking about the incomplete work then. So it's not about focus. It's like about balancing. It's about the habit. It's about your habit now. Because if you really have that focus muscle, and if you clearly focus on your relationship for good 1 hour, if you're with your children for good quality 1 hour, for good quality 2 hours, you have really compensated every guilt that you have. How many agree with me? Type down A, that it's more of a thinking habit. It's more of a thinking habit. Type down A if you're realizing this. Because when you are in your work, at that point of time, you think about your family. And when you're with your family, you think about your work. So you basically lack the muscle of focus, not really the work-life balance. You've got good time. 8 घंटे का, even if you sleep for 10 hours, 10 घंटे के लिए भी सो जाओ यार, तो भी you have 14 hours to balance everything and you can. It is just a habit of fidgeting here and there. That's the problem. So if you want to, and that is what is causing stress in you. So you can have reduced stress levels also. You can have enhanced momentum. You know, inertia. आप बैठ जाते तो बैठ ही जाते हैं. You know, procrastination. Then you'll have better control over your life, over your emotions, because you exactly know what to focus on. Increased productivity. You know, in lesser time, you'll be doing better work. I said, if you really learn to focus, अगर आप focus करना सीख जाएंगे, so your professional life and personal life both will improve. Both will improve. But the problem is when you're with your child, you're thinking about the incomplete work. Let me just give this mail and let me just reply this one. And when you are there, then you have calls here. You're not able to separate the two. That is why. Otherwise, increased productivity at both the levels, lot of positive attitude, because when you will achieve that to-do list, when you will achieve, you know, like whatever you wanted, if you're achieving it, of course, you'll have sense of achievement. Of course, you'll have a lot of positivity in your life. That is why you need focus. And then, of course, you'll be better achiever. So these are all the benefits of a strong focus. And focus is like a muscle. So overnight fix nahi hai iska. But at a very long time, you have to go to Himalayas to meditate. No. If I tell you, no, aajkal to ye hai, if I tell, that is why I started Miraculous Morning. Why did I started Miraculous Morning? Because it's a guided meditation. Because these days, the issue with you is, you know, you should be meditating. But the moment you close your eyes, no, you have all your turmoils on. How many of you believe? Type down on. Type down on ki haan bas eyes close ki, like I'll meditate today. And then you have all your turmoils on. Type down on, like all the turmoils on. And that is where your mind recognizes closing eyes and looking into self as a pain. It goes into the pain box. The moment it goes into the pain box, next time your mind is not with you. Right? You need your mind to be with you. Your mind is a wonderful tool. It's the most sophisticated gadget on the planet, but you're driving a car and you don't know how to drive it. That's the problem. So either you control your mind or your mind controls you. So you haven't learned any mind tools to take charge over your focus. So now they get after you. So in that, of course, I suggest guided meditations then. That's why I suggest guided meditations. Now let's see what is focus. Because the problem is that we're all shouting and cribbing. We lack focus. We lack focus. I don't know what story you have in your head that you believe that you lack focus. We all have it. So now let me just explain first of all, what is focus? Focus is a gateway of information. Focus is a gateway of information. So if you have these, like if you have some 3 layers of brain, all those who have actually joined my USM, they would know, but let that be. Now this here, a small section here like this, it is called RAS, Reticular Activating System. Reticular Activating System. It has a capacity of a processing of only 126 bits per second. You receive information through your 5 senses. And you've no idea, every second, no, you receive 11 billion bits. Your skin, imagine your skin is the biggest, one of your biggest organ and one of the biggest thing which provides you senses. कितना डेटा हर वक्त माइंड में जा रहा है, कितना डेटा हर वक्त ब्रेन में जा रहा है. So much of data going continuously into your brain and into your head, but everything doesn't go in. So what is the task of focus? It is a gatekeeper of information, right? So you should understand what focus is. It is a gatekeeper of information, that what should go in and what should not go in. So out of this 126 bits, usually 20 to 30 bits goes into, what does it go into? Environmental awareness. What is environmental awareness? What is the temperature around? What is the pressure around? Am I safe here? Environmental awareness, body awareness. Am I feeling heat? Am I feeling cold? Am I feeling hungry? This information also goes to the mind, na? ये भी तो जाता है, यहाँ दर्द हो रहा है, यहाँ this is not a comfortable seat to sit on, the temperature is not good, you know, it's very hot, it's very cold. Environmental awareness, body awareness, 20 to 30 bits goes into that. Gone. It goes there. After that, whenever you're listening to somebody, you're listening to me. So you are processing, this is like a supercomputer. So you are processing information. So when you process information from me, it usually takes 60 to 70 bits. 60 to 70 bits of data lag jata hai to process the information. Ab 120 mein se, approximately 126 mein se, 20-30 goes into environmental awareness, body awareness. And right now, if you're listening to me, 70 bits goes into that. Now, if another person comes in between, oh, you are gone. Aapko samajh hi nahi aayega kuch. You cannot process information from 2 people because your data overloads. You know, it is overload and it is gone. Boom, it's gone. So what is this? What is your focus? Focus is the gatekeeper of information, that how much data can be processed. Now, I am telling you this, that we are all born with 126 bits per second. Then how do you say that you lack focus? मतलब कैसे measure होगा ये? किसने बोला? I hope this myth is getting busted, everybody. Type down E for equal. We have all got equal 126 bits per second. So who says that you have less focus or somebody else has more focus? Type down E if you realize we are all equal. We have the same number of neurons. The hardware is all same. We were all given same. God did not differentiate. God did not differentiate. So we are all equal. We all have that 126 bits per second. We all have that 126 bits per second. Yes, there's a number of things that are important, John. So when are you called focused? Now let's see. When are you called focused? You are called focused when that 126 bits actually are utilized only from one source. It is utilized by only one source. That is, it is called flow state. It is called flow state. मतलब पूरा एक ही जगह से आप पूरा सुन रहे हैं. And when does this happen? At times, maybe when you're reading the book, you're so engrossed in that book that you lose environmental awareness also. आपका environmental awareness थोड़ा जाने लगता है. Have you seen musicians when they create music? They forget hunger, they forget thirst, भूख प्यास सब भूल जाता है उनको. They forget all that. Right? At times must have happened with you also, that you're not even able to hear that your mother called or your partner called you. You were so engrossed in something. Have you experienced it? Type down E. Have you ever experienced it that I was so engrossed in my work or I was so engrossed in reading that somebody called me and I didn't hear it? That's a flow state. So who said you don't have focus? Now now tell me honestly, when does this happen to you? कब कब होता है ये? कब कब होता है? When does this happen to you? When you lose environmental awareness. भूख प्यास भी चली गई. सोचो सोचो. Playing games. I like that. You're being honest there. Upanshu, never really? Do you remember watching Netflix? You forget your sleep? Do you remember watching TV? When I teach my students, when I watch movie, when you do your favorite thing, when you do Zumba, when I read books, when I sleep, no, not sleep, let's take an action here. When you're processing information, doing what I like at times, when I watch web series, doing interesting things, when I dance, when I do things out of interest, when I watch movies, stealing money from mom for snacks. Really? Us time dhyan 10 jagahon pe rehta hai. Then in my anxiety, thought process, scrolling videos. अच्छा, remember in college time कभी भूख प्यास खत्म हो गई थी, एक ही इंसान था फोकस में. Anybody remembers that now? Anybody remembers only one person in focus? Right? Like lens burns paper. So you have experienced flow state. You have experienced focus state. Today also you experience focus. Who says you do not have focus? I don't know what. And moreover, you're affirming every day. It's not out of focus. You were on focus. You were completely focused. So you utilize your complete power of complete processor of 126 bits on one source. You are focused. You are focused. Now let's see what goes wrong here now. What is the second definition of focus? Let's understand that. Let's understand this. It is like a Google search engine. What is focus? It is like a Google search engine. So your focus doesn't know how will you feel. So your focus doesn't understand how you feel. I'll tell you this now. Now, what happens here is, whatever is the Google word here, the keyword, whatever you put a keyword here, whatever is the keyword here, the same thing is seen outside and the same thing is seen inwards as well. It's a Google search engine where you put a keyword and the pages open up. And the pages open up irrespective of how you will feel. It doesn't know how you will feel. So let's test this. Abhi dekho kitne logon ke saath aisa hua hai, how many times it has happened with you when you are continuously thinking to buy that mobile or that car or that watch, suddenly you see it everywhere. Dekho, type down yes if it has happened with you, that yes, suddenly you see that car more on the road. You see that mobile more with your friends. You see that watch more in somebody's hands. Look, I was just thinking about it. I'm just searching about it. I'm just researching about it. Yes. Why does this happen? Why does this happen? Why? Because you have it in your keyword. So the pages, you don't see through your eyes, you see through your conditioning. Yes, you see through your conditioning completely. So that is like the outer version. I told you it's a Google search engine. Your focus is a Google search engine. So that's the external version. Let's look at the internal version now. What is the internal version? Chaliye, it's a library. You have no idea how much it can store. You say, no, I forget. It's all you because you haven't learned memory principles. Now, let me tell you what happens is this now. Now, when suppose you have a best friend today, like best friend. Matlab, you love the person supports you, maybe it's your partner, somebody you really love. But today, now that person said something you don't like. Today, you did not like what that person said to you. Now, what is in your Google search engine? Complain against this X person. Complain against the boyfriend, complain against the girlfriend, or complain against my husband or wife, whomever you love. You have a complaint today. ठीक है? अभी क्या होगा? Now what will happen? All the pages of his complaint will open up. All the pages. इसने ना 1 साल पहले भी ये किया था. He did the same thing 6 months back, 1 year back. Even in college, ना, he betrayed me once. How many of you agree? Type down A. That yes, सारे पाप निकल के आ जाएंगे उसके सामने. You will actually remember all the damn mistakes that person has done. Pages open up. That's how your mind works. It's a supercomputer. You put a Google search, you put a keyword there. You have put a keyword there that I don't want, I have complained against this person. And the similar stories pop up. It has a better system here, to pop ki aapko kya dikhana hai. All bad neurons link open up. Yeah, kind of. All those similar pages will open up, right? So it's up to you. And the moment you say it the opposite way, that even if you say, I don't want to think of a red elephant, kya hoga? Socho zara. Socho, I don't want to think of a red elephant. I don't want to think of a red elephant. Tell yourself, I don't want to think of a red elephant. What will happen? What are the pages that is opening up? What is your mind creating? Tell me, everybody. What is your mind creating? Tell me. The red elephant. You saw that red elephant. It just opens the pages. Don't to वैसे समझ नहीं आता इसको. So there are a number of other, of course, language. I'm an N.L.P expert, neuro-linguistic programming, how to program your neurons with a conscious use of language. But then, of course, this is one part of it. So when you understand now that this focus is just a processor, it processes information. And yes, we need to understand what we have to put into it. That is why only then the focus actually decides your efficiency and your productivity, your zones, right? It's a muscle which builds up over the period of time, but not like really 2 years. It can, because you don't understand actually the principles of focus. That is why. Okay? Is this clear, everybody? Type down C, then we will move ahead. Is this clear to everybody? Type down C. Clear? I'm coming to the law of attraction also, Jyoti. Let's look at one another angle. Let's look at one another angle of focus, which is the communication with the universe. So what happens is your thoughts are electric in nature and your feelings are magnetic in nature. So what happens is most of the time when you think something, when you put something in that RAS, it's called RAS, no, reticular activating system. When you put something in the RAS, that is where your emotions get triggered. I hope everyone agrees to it. Type down A. Yeah, yes. First, everything starts with a thought. Everything starts with a thought. And it is in your RAS. Reticular activating system, Pooja, I just explained. So something goes in your head, thought there, and then the feeling is triggered. And thought is electric, feelings are magnetic. And that is why you have this electromagnetic field around you, which can be measured. So Dr. David Hawkins has actually measured these frequencies. And whenever, because of a thought, whatever you have in your ass, you experience different, like grief, apathy, guilt, shame, and even joy, love, reason, courage, pride. And you can be measured. So how your focus really works for law of attraction also is because, let's understand this. You are like an FM. So if you are vibrating at 20 point something, you will vibrate at 20 point something and attract 20 point something. This is how FM works, no? 92.7, your FM starts vibrating 92.7, catch the 92.7, delivers 92.7. If you shift the tuning to 98.3, the FM starts vibrating at 98.3, attracts 98.3, delivers 98.3. So you are also that kind of machine here where you vibrate. You are energy, you are vibration. So your thought actually decides your vibration. Whatever you put into your RAS, it decides your vibration. And that is where you start attracting as well. Is this clear, everybody? Is the law of attraction, popularly known as law of attraction, it is law of vibration actually. It starts from a thought. It starts from your focus. It starts from your RAS. Is it clear, everybody? Is this angle of focus is clear? Is this clear? Type down yes. Type down yes if it is clear. Yes. How many of you having like a, MB, myth busted? Type down MB today. Like, aaj to sare myth busted. Today, I'll not call myself aaj ke baad I have low focus. I have those same 126 bits. I have same RAS. Yeah, myth busted, myth busted, myth busted. Suresh, which one? Law of attraction. See, your vibration can be measured. Your vibration can be measured. Thought leads to emotion. So that you are an energy and your vibration can be measured. You can call it aura. That can be measured. So if your aura is vibrating at 1 lakh, you will only get 1 lakh. No matter, like this has to go into the aura. So are you vibrating at your goals? It starts from a thought. And the kind of thoughts you have in your ass is, yeah, you become what you think. So what is in your ass? I am poor. I am not good enough, and things like that. How to create aura? Ni Osman, you already have an aura. Everybody has an aura. But the point is, what did I tell? That you have never taken charge over it. You've never taken charge over your thought process. You've never really got into this, that what is actually focus. Hota kya hai focus? So now I want everybody to conclude this now. And I want to ask you, let's see how many of you understood this. Do you lack focus or do you lack control over your focus? I want this answer from everybody. What do you lack? Do you lack focus or do you lack control over the focus? You are focusing at the wrong places. What do you lack? If this is not understood, no, we can't move ahead. We really can't move ahead. Why somebody wrote both? You don't lack focus. We all have 126 bits. We all have the same mechanism of opening the landing pages. And you experience flow states every day. You experience it every day. You experience that complete 126 bits from one moment. You experience that. But you experience it at the wrong places. You lack control. You're experiencing it in the video games or in the TV or in the Netflix or that girl that you mentioned or that boy that you mentioned. So you lack control over the focus. You lack control over the focus. And now comes one big question, which I really love to ask people. All those who are repeaters, no, they will not answer this. Let's measure your focus. Now, I want to tell one thing. Everybody like, I lack focus before this. See, if you're overweight, no, or if you're underweight, you tell me that in kgs. You'll tell me that in kgs, no? You'll tell me that in kgs, no? Then, if you are like short-heighted, then you'll give me in centimeters. Distance, you'll give me in kilometers. Like number of things. There is a measuring unit to it. So when you say I have low focus, I have less focus, how many kgs less it is? Like, what is your criteria? What is your parameter to measure it? What is your parameter to measure it? Kisne declare? Kaise? What made you declare? Just because you're not achieving something? Just because you're not achieving something? How do you define your control over the focus? Now, listen to me very carefully here. No, it's not low confidence. Radheshyam, हम confidence दूसरे webinar में अच्छे से test करवाती हूँ मैं. Inner confidence. वहाँ पे भी I give a measurement. Anything which is not measurable is not manageable. Simple. Let's not work on theories. Anything which is not measurable is not manageable. So when we go for a 2-week journey also, there are complete measurable worksheets. Measure it. It's like that. Now, focus can be measured in time. Really. Chaliye. I want everybody right now, you will not take a deep breath. Nobody's taking deep breath. Just measure your normal breath. Just take a normal breath, what you're breathing. Just observe your normal breath. Is it till upper chest, middle chest, lower chest? Dekho. And let me know. Just observe your normal breath. That's it. No doing this. Just a normal breath. Just a normal breath. And till what is the depth of your breath? Upper chest, middle chest, or lower chest, where it is? Lower chest, middle chest, upper chest. Upper chest, middle chest. Stomach, upper chest, up to throat. Upper, abdomen, upper chest. Okay. Now. No, that's not possible for him. You'll have to get it done. Okay, so the right depth of your breath is till your navel. The mind and the gut connection, the mind and the gut axis. The deeper your breath is, the deeper control you have over your focus. And type down R if you can relate. All those who are shallow breathers. You are shallow breathers if you have the upper chest or middle chest. If you breathe till upper chest and middle chest, you're shallow breathers and you have anxiety. Type down R. Can you relate to it? Can you relate to it? You have anxiety. Type down R. All the shallow breathers, you are anxious. Either you are in anxious state or you're in focused state. If you have a lot of anxiety, of course, it will be difficult for you to focus also. R. The depth of the breath should be till your navel. That's the right depth. Now, I want everybody right now, you'll do it with me. You'll not put yourself into pain. But what I want everybody is to close the eyes and take a full breath in and then exhale slowly. I'm reminding again, you'll not say like, no, not like that. Just a normal full breath in and exhale extremely slowly. Okay, we'll take 5 such breaths, but don't put yourself into pain. Don't put yourself into discomfort. As comfortably full breath as you can take, because some of you are taking that full breath after years. All right, so close your eyes, everybody. Take a full breath in and exhale very slowly, easily. Just exhale slowly. Close your eyes. Take another full breath in and exhale slowly. Now, one more time. Take a full breath in and exhale slowly. One last time. Take a full breath in and exhale slowly. Now give me honestly how you're feeling right now. Honestly. I know who is feeling what. I want to hear that word. Shall I start typing now? Some of you still anxiety. Okay. Still mind. Peaceful. Relaxed. Calmer. Good. Calm. Light. I'm waiting for some words. All right. Be honest. Relaxed. Peace. Calm and comfortable. Great. Sleepy. Yes. I wanted to hear that word. You're honest. Sleepy. And then blank, focused, sukoon, relieved, no worries, relaxed, blissful, calm, more focused, anxiety gone, calm, relaxed, little heaviness. I told you don't put yourself into discomfort, like breathe easily. Shandar, no change, that's okay. Was having headache since morning, gone, acha. Lightheadedness. I told you don't put yourself into discomfort. You haven't done that in ages, no, that's why. Now, how is it possible that it is the same thing? Same 5 breaths everybody took. One is feeling sleepy and the other is feeling energetic. Dekho, people are written energetic also. Same 5 breaths you are taking. Everybody is taking the same breath. Ek ko to anxiety ho gaya, dekho. Please keep breathing, Janvi. How is it possible? The same breath. Same breath. Why? Because of your wrong postures, you've not used your lungs to the good capacity and you have a lot of toxins saved there. And some of you released those toxins today. Release those toxins today. That is why you felt relaxed and sleepy. It is normal respiration. You're supposed to get energy when you breathe. Now, look into yourself again, everybody. All those who were shallow breathers, they felt sleepy. Type down yes. Jinka pehle hi upper chest tak tha na breath. All those who were shallow breathers, they felt extremely calm and sleepy. Type down yes. Type down yes. And all those people who had already till the navel, jinka navel tak tha ya deep breath thi, they are either feeling normal or they are maybe, they are like little activated and charged. Type down yes if you relate to any of the two. Because see, I don't remember who said what. I don't remember who said what. I hope you're getting the connection between breath and your capacity of your capacity. Oxygen, it needs oxygen. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Why, Janvi? Because you're feeling anxious right now. That's why. Just take some deep breaths and release it through your mouth. You've triggered your anxiety because something which you were not facing, you're facing it now. That's why. Charged, more calm and oxygenated. Right. Is it clear, everybody? Now you know how to measure your focus. So when you're a shallow breather, you will not have control over your focus. You use your focus, you use your power always, 24/7. You know, why people tell, I want to activate my subconscious. It is activated. That is why you're alive. You know, so I hope it's clear, everybody. Understood, type down you. Understood, everybody, type down you. That all right, it's my breath. I'm a shallow breather. That is why I don't have control over it. और इसके लिए क्या करेंगे आप? What will you do for this? What will you do for this? क्या करेंगे इसके लिए आप? क्या करेंगे इसके लिए आप? Deep breathing. Such a simple thing. Now, I am not telling you that you just sit down, take those 15 minutes out and then breathe. You will never do that. You're breathing every second. Just become a little conscious about the breathing. Bas. While you're working, also become conscious about your breath. That's all. While you're working, while you're listening to me, just become conscious about your breath. And if it is simple, don't underestimate the power of this. Because if I convert it into something very beautiful, no, that on a full moon night, you got to fill water in a glass, go into east direction, wear white clothes, take that white flowers, put them into there, sit there, then close your eyes, then you will be focused. That sounds more effective, does it? Does it sound more effective? Yes, I lag raha. Something which is simple, no, don't underestimate it. Just become conscious about your breathing every day. That's all. That's all. That's all. Sudarshan Kriya is most powerful. Oh, there are a number of breathing techniques, darling. But good, do some Kriya. Rather than doing anything, at least something is better. Focus SmackDown name makes sense now. Surely. All right, so let's move ahead now. Ab aage chalte hain. Let's move ahead. Now let's talk about some of the, lesser known focus killers. Lesser known focus killers. First one, multitasking. How many of you thought that you are a pro at multitasking? Type down PRO. Pro. Proud and pro multitasker. Type down pro. Type down pro. Type down pro. That, yeah, proud to be pro multitasker. Dekho? So many of them. So many of them. Ultimate pro in multitasking. You're not supposed to multitask. You're not supposed to multitask. Let's understand it again with the science. Remember 126 bits per second? 20 bits, 20 to 30 bits has gone into environmental awareness. You're left with hardly 100. And when you process information from one source, you're using 60, 70. How can you process two information together? There has enough research been done to prove it to you that you are not made for that. You are not made for multitasking. This human brain is not designed for multitasking. But you're like, no, ma'am, I do multitasking. No, you do multi-switching. If you are counting notes, and if somebody asks a question in between to you, either your counting goes, or you keep on counting, but you make that person wait, I'll answer in some time. Agree or no? Type down A. You cannot do two tasks together. You cannot process things together. No way. Chance hi nahi hai. You cannot. You don't have that capacity. It is called multi-switching. So either you will keep counting your notes, then finish, then you will do that. So if you think that I'm working, then I'm picking up my phone, then I'm answering something, but keeping back my phone again, and then doing something again, you are multi-switching. And multi-switching has a cost. Multi-switching has a cost. It drains you. It drains you. Right? That is why if somebody has to, like moms, somebody said that moms are multitaskers. That is why they get drained by the day. That is why they get drained. They multitask. No, women usually multitask. That is why they're drained in energy. Because multi-switching has a task. There is something called attention residue. Watching movies and eating food. Now, I'll tell you this. When are you combining one conscious and one unconscious? See, like suppose when you are, what happens is, when you're driving something, like when you drive a car, you're unconscious. Maybe when you're walking, let's see this. When you're walking and you're talking to somebody with you, your walk is unconscious. It's an automatic version. You're not consciously walking, right? It's an unconscious part of your mind from where you walk. So your walking task is unconscious. Talking to that person is conscious. But if your foot hits something, now your consciousness goes there. Now the unconscious task comes to the conscious part of your mind. And now you'll have to focus your 126 bits there. That, oh, something hit me here. Now you're not listening what that person said. Now I'll be like, okay, wait, mujhe chot lag gayi hai. So unconscious and conscious, like even if driving and talking, Fahim. So when you're driving, when you learned driving, जब आपने driving सीखी थी, so you were driving very consciously with full effort. Then you used to put off that music also. Don't distract me, let me drive, because you're putting all your energies. Then later it became unconscious. But if something happened on the road immediately and you have to put that brake, or you have to like your conscious mind needs to go there, then you cannot process what the next person is saying. So you cannot multitask. Is that myth busted? Type down MB. Is that myth busted? Is that myth busted? Type down MB. Type down MB. I like that. I love to burst this myth. And every time I think that I have given it to enough people. You know, I always think that I've told it to enough world till date, that, you know, multitasking kills your focus. I've made enough reels about it, that multitasking drains you, multitasking does this, multitasking does that, you know, many times. But then I still see people, you know, getting myth bursted, right? So, all right. So if I am bursting that myths out, and if you're getting any information, I would request you to please follow me on my social media handles. I am present there with the name Mind Coach Jyoti. I would request you actually to go, there are the links there. Please follow me and like me on my Instagram handles and my Facebook handles. On my Instagram handles and on my Facebook handles. I am there with the name Mind Coach Jyoti. Do subscribe, do like, because I've made enough reels about mind, but I always find people who are still a little stuck up in this. So that was the first. That was the first thing there. YouTube also typed on Mind Coach Jyoti. LinkedIn also typed on Mind Coach Jyoti. Just Google Mind Coach Jyoti and you'll have all my pages there. I follow you on YouTube. Always loved your post in the community. Thank you so much. All right. I'll do that, Sachin. All right. That's done, Sachin. Okay. Let's move to the next myth. Next focus killer, actually. The next focus killer is dehydration. Water. Such a simple thing. Water. If you are dehydrated, if you do not have enough water levels, you cannot focus. You cannot focus if you do not have enough water levels in you. You need to be hydrated. Now check yourself when you've really worked hard. It's an engine. Ye engine hai, ye heat up ho jata hai. It's like a car. No, it's working for you. You are driving it whole day. It gets heated up. It gets heated up. So you need that water. But you know what? When you feel thirsty, how many of you can relate to it? Type down R. When I really work a lot, I have done a lot of focused work today. I ask for water. Type down R. How many of you do that? I ask for water. कि हाँ अभी पानी दो. इसी बात पे everybody have water. You know what? When you ask for water, no, when you reach to a level when you're asking for the water, the damage is already done. The damage is already done. So if you keep yourself well hydrated, because understand, you have to take decisions being focused. There's a lot of information that has to go between the neurons. There's a lot of mind and body system that has to be, signals need to be sent. And you need to be well hydrated for that. How many of you are guilty of having only 1 glass or 2 glass of water in a day? Type down G. Type down D. How many of you are guilty, like only 1 glass or 2 glass of water in a day? Type down G. You should always have a glass of water with you. If you remember, like the call that you always get, if you see this, whenever you have to learn, no, whenever, like, I don't know how some of you must be joining number of times to me. I always tell one thing, keep your water bottle with you. Keep your water bottle with you. I always tell that keep your water bottle with you. You know, water is a free elixir given to you, you know, that's the point. But it's free, no, that's why the mind really doesn't value it. That's the thing. Anything which is free, no, mind just little bit. Right? So that is dehydration. Now, what is the next one? The next one is the lack of deep sleep. I'm not using the word sleep. I'm using the word deep sleep. So if you think that you've slept for 10 hours today, how many of you are guilty here that even if I sleep for 10 hours, no, I get up groggy? Type down G. 8 घंटे, 10 घंटे, 12 घंटे. But when I get up, no, I'm only irritable. I'm groggy. Type down G. Like full on irritable. How will you focus? That's not a point. आप कैसे focus करोगे? देखो. How to know whether sleep is deep or not? If you get up fresh, Kush, simple. If you get up fresh, what is the entire idea of sleeping? That you have to recharge your battery. So if the phone is of low battery, you're focused like a battery. No, if your phone is of low battery and then you put charging into it, when it is 100% charged, it will be working at its fullest. So if you are sleeping for like 7 to 8 hours is generally what is said, and I'll not go into that. That is why I have a small course which is called Sleep Mastery. There are a number of myths around sleep. I really can't go around that. I only want to break your myth is that if somebody who has, you know, like somebody is drinking a lot and he's literally on the roads, lying on the road, no idea that cars are going, the honking is going, you know, like you see number of people, you know, completely out, passed out. So passed out is not sleeping. Because that person, even when the person wakes up after 10 hours of 12 hours, the person wakes up. You think he's fresh? I'm going to hit the world now. You think his battery is charged or he's getting with a heavy head? Type down H if he will get up with a heavy head. Have you understood this? After 10 hours of that nonsense, like no idea where the world is, no idea where the world is, and the first person when wakes up, you think he'll be fresh? Oh God, I had no idea where the world was. I was into deep hibernation. And now when I've got up, you know, after 10 hours, 12 hours, I'm going to hit the world. He takes another 1 day to actually come back to normal. So is that sleep? No, that's not sleep. That's not deep sleep. That's not at all deep sleep. And sleep is extremely, extremely important. Deep sleep is extremely important. Have you seen, like, this is often said about the biggest, you know, successful people around in the world, that they sleep for 5 hours, they sleep for 6 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. Have you seen the, like, look at their ages? I mean, look at our prime minister's ages. Look at their age. That age person in our families might be sleeping for 10 to 12 hours. A person who cannot handle an office is retired, but there is some reason, no, they are working like that. Why? Because they work on their sleep really, really well. And you get up with heaviness, you get up with irritability. So you actually have to look into your sleep routines as well. I have this small course on sleep mastery, but quickly, if I give you a quick tip here is that you should be careful that there should not be blue light on your eyes. There should not be, you know, like 2 hours, there should be gap between your food and your sleep. There should be gap in your food and sleep. Because if your digestion also is going on and your sleeping is also going on, it won't happen. And then there should not be any nervous stimulant in your body. I mean, caffeine is a nervous stimulant. Alcohol is a nervous stimulant. You're putting a nervous stimulant into your body first. That, you know, like, okay, I'm putting a nervous stimulant in my body, which is supposed to give you spike. And then you're trying to sleep. What will happen? Your nervous system is actually active. You're making it active. So avoid nervous stimulants before 3 hours that you sleep. Blue light should not be done there. I would really suggest not to share such links. So I'll delete it myself. I hope it is clear to everybody. There are, of course, number of myths around, but I just wanted to break this. Why? What myth I really want to break it down here? Because the number of students here. If you have to focus on the exam next day, you can't be awake the last night. This is the pattern that I want to break it down. What do? You do not take sound sleep and you have an exam next day. You will not perform at your best. You will not be able to do that. Is this clear? Type down C. This is what I actually want to tell. Is it okay to take medicines for deep sleep? Absolutely not, Shagufta. But then I will not comment on the medical situation. There should be sleeping routines. Sleep is itself a huge topic. Right? I hope you're paying attention. You need to have that sound sleep, sound hydration, and the oxygenation if you have to focus on something. Alcohol for sleep, absolutely not, Ranjit. That's what I'm saying. It's a nervous stimulant. It's a nervous stimulant. It should be actually like 3-4 hours back that depends on your metabolism also. It should be out of your system. It should be out of your system. Why digital detox? Because the digital gives you blue light. When the blue light falls on your eyes, your mind thinks it is still daytime. There's something called melatonin and circadian rhythms. I'm telling you that it's a complete science in itself, the sleep. So there's a small course that I've made. You can go on my website, jyotimehta.in, and think about sleep mastery if you are suffering with that. Sleep mastery is like itself a huge topic. But right now, all I wanted is that I hope you didn't see there. Thank you so much. That these were the 3 big myths about the focus killers. Now, another myth which I want to burst is, Isha, it is about deep sleep. Another myth which I want to burst is memory and focus go hand in hand. Memory and focus go hand in hand. So first, let's understand a power of visualization. Let's understand the power of visualization. पहले इसकी power समझते हैं. So I want everybody now to sit straight, close your eyes, and just start imagining whatever I'll tell you to imagine. Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. All right. Just start imagining whatever I'm telling you to imagine. Now, what you do is imagine that in front of you, close your eyes and don't break the process till the end, please. Let's be dedicated and honest about a small process. So now imagine that in front of you, there is a table, a brown wooden table. On that table, visualize and imagine that there is a steel bowl. In that steel bowl, there are 2 lemons, big yellow color lemons. And you are picking one of them, and there is another black handle knife on that table, and you cut that lemon into 2 portions. Cut that lemon into 2 portions. So what is on the table now? There is a knife on the table. There are 2 half-cut lemons and 1 full lemon in the bowl. Now pick up the half-cut lemon. Pick up the half-cut lemon, bring it to your nose and smell it. Bring it to your nose and smell it. And now visualize that you open your mouth and squeeze that lemon, and that juice goes into your mouth. How many of you salivated? Type down S. How are you feeling khatta? Type down S. Sour, salivated. Type down S. Type down S. I like that S going high up there. How many of you salivated? How many of you have that khatta? Type down S. S, 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 S. S, 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 S. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Now, the point is, what I want to tell you is, where are the lemons? Where are the lemons? That's the power of visualization. Your mind does not differentiate between reality and imagination. Your mind does not differentiate. Pranav, it's okay. Something else would work for you. Right? Felt, but not khatta. It's okay. Because your mind reacted to it. How many of you are having a bulb on mode and type down BO? Like, I mean, where was the lemon? Type down BO. The mind does not differentiate between the reality and imagination. Mind differentiate nahi karta hai. That is why visualization is an extremely powerful tool to rewire. Goosebumps. It was magic. Mind doesn't differentiate. And because you've not understood the deeper powers of your mind, you've not understood how to enhance the superpower of this super brain. That is why you've made conclusion that I forget things. You know, this is very common because you're forgetting something. You believe that, I have low focus, I have low memory. You're just concluding all nonsense things about you. So let me give you 10 keys for a super brain, right? It is used for manifestation as well, Kamaljeet. Now, let me quickly just go through these 10 keys to super brain. So you need to have brain food like avocados, blueberry, green leafy vegetables. You need your micronutrients like vitamin D. And now don't start vitamin D and B12 just like that because they are micro. If you cross a particular limit, it can become toxic. So do that only under a medical supervision. Then killing ants. What is killing ants? Killing automatic negative thoughts. You have to learn certain things to actually shift your thinking process. And as difficult as it may sound, the point is that you can choose your thoughts like you choose your clothes. Yes, you can. But you have to just learn the art of self-talk and changing your RAS. RAS ko change karna padta. Vitamin D, B12, I already mentioned. Then exercise. Why exercise? Because you have become a soup, stressful soup. You are releasing stress chemicals continuously into your body. That is why also you cannot take control over your focus. You want to focus on good things, but then you're not a good conductor of it. You have cortisol, another thing. If you exercise, you release endorphins. You release dopamine. You have all of that, serotonins. So you become a good conductor for positivity, and that is why you'll be able to focus better. You'll have memory better. Positive peer group. You are, average of 5 people around you. Sangat ki rangat hoti hai. If you're with 5 happy people, you're the 6th one. If you're with 5 fat people, you're the 6th one. There are enough experiments to test that. If you're with 5 fit people, you're the 6th one. So the peer group really, really matters because the mirror neurons are always at work. There is some reason that you take up accent of your parents, you take up walking style of your parents because of the mirror neurons. Clean environment. If there's a clutter outside, there's a clutter inside. Yes, that 120 is because your mind is always looking for patterns. So your mind is always creating patterns. And if there's clutter, it is like cognitive load. A lot of cognitive load. 126 bits is utilized in finding patterns. Then deep sleep, I've already mentioned the importance of deep sleep for your mind because a lot of short-term memory becomes long-term memory, a lot of dopamine balances, a lot of things happen when you go into deep sleep. It's healing. Then protect your brain. Of course, if your brain is harmed, it will be an issue for you. Stress is definitely affecting your brain power, your thinking power. And then there was this experiment done, research done rather with the nuns, who lived more than 90 years, that what is the reason behind it. There were 2 reasons. Number 1, they practiced gratitude, and number 2, that they were always learning. One of the biggest problem with us is this, that we think up to college ho gaya, job ho gaya, we stop learning. Learning is a lifelong process. And if you keep learning, you have neurogenesis, you have new neurons, you will look young also. In one of the webinar, somebody asked me, what is the idea of, aging? The idea of aging is this only because you're not learning something new. There are no new synapses. If there are no new synapses, that is why, degeneration to ho hi raha hai neurons ka. So if you keep learning, imagine the nuns who were more than 90 years of age, there were just 2 reasons. Number 1, vibration of gratitude is the highest vibration you can tune into. And second, they always kept learning something or the other. They always kept learning. So new learnings. Now, if I tell you now, give me those 10 points number wise, it will be difficult for you. Like, acha, ye yaad karne the. I don't know if you have to remember this. Now, what if I make you learn this in next 10 minutes? I want to shatter all your memory principles and focus principles. I just want to prove it to you that you haven't really learned enough mind tools. They were not taught in school. That's the biggest issue. Right? So, are you ready to learn it? I've done R. Are you ready to learn it? With numbers. कौन से number पे था deep sleep? Yashi. Are you ready to learn it? Chaliye. So let's be participative. Let's be extremely participative about it. Or you're ready? Chaliye. Let's learn it all. Now let me tell you the power of, deep sleep. That's the power of visualizations, power of number of things. Okay? Chaliye everybody. I want everybody to look at me first and listen to me very carefully. Our mind is naturally programmed to remember locations. Why? Because as a caveman, we had to remember that this is where you get a tiger, this is where you get water, this is where you get food, this is where my cave is. So even if you think that I don't remember locations, no. If you pass by those locations 2 to 3 times, Yes, you will remember that location. So now do it with me, everybody. We will have 10 locations on our body. We'll have 10 locations on our body. So we have visual, auditory, and kinesthetic kind of memory. So you will speak what I tell you to speak so that your ears hear it, and you will touch also. Okay? Everybody do it with me now. Keep your cameras on. Keep your cameras on, everyone. Do it with me. First, touch on your head. Number 1 is my head. Number 1 is head. Number 1 is head. And say it so that you're able to hear your own voice. Number 1 is head. Touch also, kinesthetic memory. Number 2 is nose. Touch your nose. Touch your nose and say it out loud. Number 2 is nose. Number 3 is mouth. Touch it and say it also so that you are able to hear it. Bole khud ko. Number 3 is mouth. Then number 4 is exercise. Hold your ears. Number 4 is ears. Sorry. Number 4 is ears. Hold your ears. Number 4 is ears. Number 5 is your throat. Touch. Number 5 is your throat. Quickly, everybody. Where is number 1? Touch. Where is number 2? Where is number 3? Number 3. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Where is number 4? Where is number 5? Yeah. Now let's move further. Number 6. What is number 6? Your shoulders. You can visualize those big 6. 2 big 6 written here on your shoulders. You can visualize this. You will remember this. 6 pe you can visualize those big 6. वो birthday वाले नहीं होते golden 6 बड़े बड़े से. You can visualize those 6 on your shoulders. Number 6 is your shoulder. Number 7 is your collarbone. You have a collarbone here, no? ऐसे visualize कर लो 7 लिखा है. 7 में collarbone. Collarbone 7. 7 is your collarbone. Touch it, say it. बोलो खुद को. 7 is the collarbone. Like this, this. 7 is the collarbone. 8 is your 8 fingers. 8 fingers, huh? No thumbs. 8 is your 8 fingers. Wiggle them. Tell it to yourself. 8 is your 8 fingers. बोलेंगे जोर से. 9 is your belly. Touch your belly. 9 is your belly. 9 में वो गोल सा होता है ना? वो belly है. 9 में you have this round shape in 9. That's your belly. And number 10 is your seat. Tashrif. You can touch it, visualize it, put the number 10 there. It's your wish. Number 10 is your tashrif, your seat. All right. I hope we are clear, everybody. Now, close your eyes and just follow whatever I'm saying. Just close your eyes and follow whatever I say. Just keep visualizing and then we'll test at the end. Chale, everybody, close your eyes now. You not open your eyes till I complete all the steps. Just keep visualizing whatever I'm telling you to visualize. Close your eyes. Okay. So number 1 mind tool is about good food. So on your head, number 1 is your head. Just visualize. No need to touch. Just imagine. On your head, there is an avocado. And in avocado, there are berries. And it is gift wrapped in green leafy vegetables. It is gift wrapped in green leafy vegetables. That's like eating green leafy vegetables. Number 2 is your nose, which means killing ants. So visualize that there are ants coming out of your nose. There are ants coming out of your nose. Chींटियां आ रही हैं नाक में से. Number 3 is vitamin D and B12. तो देखो आपके मुंह में बहुत सारी tablets हैं. Vitamin D की, B12 की, omega की, and you feel like spitting it out. So at 3, that is your mouth, you have a lot of micronutrients like vitamin D, B12, omega ki tablets in your mouth, and you're stuffed with them and you feel like doing. Then number 4 is your ears, which means exercise. So visualize you yourself in your favorite exercise posture or your exercise shoes and see that from your ears, you're doing pull-ups. And then on that curvy road on your ears, you are running, a mini you running up, running down, running up, running down. You're exercising on your ears. You, a mini you, chote se up, in your favorite shoes. You're running up and down on your ears. Number 5 is your throat, gale lagna. So now visualize that your best friend is hugging you, जिससे आप बहुत कुछ सीखते हैं. Number 5 is गले लगना. या फिर you can even visualize the person who pulls you down कि वो मेरा गला दबा रहा है. Because number 5 means your peer group. आपका group, आपका circle. Number 5 is your peer group. So either you imagine somebody hugging you, or you can even imagine somebody just choking you on your throat. Number 5. Number 6 were your shoulders. That is clean environment. So imagine दो बड़े बड़े झाड़ू. Imagine दो बड़े बड़े झाड़ू or the brooms. And they are at the rocket speed, they are cleaning your shoulders. At rocket speed, they are cleaning your shoulders. Rocket speed, cleaning up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down on your shoulders. Then number 7 was your collarbone. Number 7 is your collarbone. That is a deep sleep. So you in your favorite night suit, in your favorite pajamas, you are having a deep sleep on your collarbone. That collarbone 7 there, you are having a deep sleep in your favorite colored pajamas, in your favorite sleeping night suit. You're sleeping, having a deep sleep there. Then page, now look at 8 now. What is 8 now? Your fingers. Protect your brain. So you need to wear some helmets. So dekho that you are wearing helmets in your 8 fingers. And they're very tight. They're very, very tight. They're very, very tight. You're having a little pain also. These helmets to protect your brain. You should be protecting your brain all the time. It's very, very tight. Then number 9 is your belly. Stress. Stress causes expansion in your belly. Stomach ache in your belly. Stress ki wajah se there is, expansion in your belly, pain in your belly. More the stress, more expansion of the belly. And number 10 is new learnings. So visualize that there are big books in your room. One parrot green color, huge book, and then the other a purple book and all that, a black book, and you are sitting on them. You are sitting on the new learnings. You are sitting on the new learnings. Books chahiye na padhne ke liye, new learnings. That's it. Done, everybody. Open your eyes. And now let's see whether you remember it. Now, what was on number 7? Tell me now, answer. What was on number, which brain key? Which brain key is on number 7? Deep sleep. Yeah. Who says you lack memory? Kisne bola? You now remember the 10 keys with absolutely clarity on which number what. Let me check this one. What is on number 2? What is on number 2? Which is the key on number 2? Which is the key on number 2? Not nose. I'm asking, what is the brain key on nose? There you go. Ants. So let me ask one more. What was on number 8? What is on number 8? What is on number 8? What is on number 8? No, not fingers. Helmets. Yeah, protect. Protection is important. Protection is important. Protect your brain. Okay, then what is on number 4? What is on number 4? What is on number 4? Number 4. What is on number 4? Nana, number 4. Who wrote B12? Why B12? Exercise. Number 4. Exercise. And what is on number 10? What is on number 10? Books. What does book means? New learning. The new sitting plan. Yeah, sort of right. Killing ants means automatic negative thoughts. Now, how many of you are, this is a time actually I just want to ask you, how many of you realized that you did not learn the memory principles? You did not learn the focus principles. Tell me, how many of you realizing that, I'm not aware about the memory principles. I'm not aware about the focus principles. How did you learn it right now? Like this? Why? Because there are a number of principles. There are 3 hours of memory. There are 3 hours of memory. Of course, memory itself is a huge topic. I have this course of 6 to 7 hours only for memory. You have not learned what focus is. You don't know how to polish focus. You never learned what memory is. And that is why I say mind tools not taught in schools. You were always told what to focus on. You were never told how to focus. You were always told what to learn. You were never told how to learn. So how many of you are ready to learn these mind tools further? How many of you are interested in learning these mind tools further? How many of you are interested in learning these mind tools forever? Like हमेशा के लिए सीख ही लेते हैं क्या क्या है ये फोकस के बारे में, होता क्या है ये फोकस, होता क्या है ये मेमोरी, हमें तो बताया ही नहीं कभी, हम तो यही सोच के चल रहे हैं कि हम बूढ़े हो रहे हैं. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with your age actually. It has nothing to do with your age. All right. So thank you for that. Good. So how many of you are ready to learn through me? Type down one. Type down one that I'm ready to learn from you. Are you ready to learn from me? That's important. Maybe you want to learn, but then maybe you did not feel connected to me. That's separate, completely separate. Yeah, it's completely separate from USM. Okay. So do I have the permission to show you a course? Do I have your permission? Type down yes. Do I have the permission to show you something where you can learn further? Do I have your permission? All right. Thank you so much for that. Yes, that means I was able to, put that thing. Yeah, I'll explain everything. I'll explain everything, what the course is about and what the price is. Don't worry. I'll give you a no-brainer. तुम सीखने को तो ready हो जाओ. All right. So let me show you first. Let me show you. So Focus SmackDown is a 2 weeks course. It's a 2 weeks course, Focus SmackDown. It's a course where we have monthly community meets as well. So let me show you first. So day one is what focus really is, how to measure focus, and 10 keys to super brain. Congratulations, you've already completed day one. Out of that 2 weeks, day one is already over. Ask yourself, you know what focus is? Do you know how to measure focus? Do you know the 10 keys? And I'm not giving you 10 keys. It's a permanent gift with you. आपको ये 10 keys कभी नहीं भूलेंगी. So day one is already over. How many of you feel it's awesome? Type down O. Awesome. I know it starts with A. Type down O. Day one is already over. Congratulations. Let's see the further journey. अब आगे की journey देख. I told you day one is free. I hope I was able to add value to the people's life. And even if it is free, that doesn't mean that I'm not adding value. I give you a lot of content which you can work on your own. ठीक है? चलिए. Now, what are the rest of the days? Let's check that now. So on day two, what is being focused in your life? That is, you will actually figure out what is your definition of focus. You will set those parameters and we will even create a manifestation process around it. On day three, you will learn 10 focus killers and how you'll get those worksheets where you will measure yourself. I have only given you 3 for now, but there are 10 and you will measure that unme se kitne aapke life mein present hai and what is the action plan for each. On day 4, you will learn what are the types of attentions. Type of attention hota hai voluntary, involuntary, reflexive. And then you will learn what is your real inner reason for distraction. I told you in the beginning only that it's not social media, it's not TV, it's your inner reason. Inner reason. You will understand what the inner reasons are. And then we will audit your day. You'll get a worksheet to audit your day, that how distracted you are and what are you practicing more. Day 5, you will learn the physical declutter, mental declutter techniques. All those who think that they're overthinkers and they can't sleep because of thinking. And you will even learn online declutter. On day 6, I have this small thing here because emotions, maine dekha hai, all emotions are stories. All emotions are manufactured. All emotions are learned behavior. You think emotions are obvious. They are absolutely not obvious. And you will learn a very powerful technique here, that is EFT, to declutter yourself emotionally before you want to start a work. If you want to clear your emotions, you will learn that as well. Then there will be weekend will be off, but the transformation is on. Okay. Then you will learn what is the cosmic angle of focus. You know, what is the spiritual angle of focus? And then you will review your progress so far. You'll get all worksheets for this. Day 8, you will understand what is mind and gut connection. What are some of the breathing techniques? And what is meditation? You know, you just kill yourself. You just self-sabotage yourself in the name of, I can't focus at one place, I can't meditate. No, that's not meditation. Meditation is the idea to bring you back. You know, agar aap kisi cheez ko, like, if you're going, focus like a muscle, right? So agar aapne koi cheez pakad ke rakhi hui, aapki muscle nahi banegi. The idea is to bring it back. You'll understand what meditation is. It is not sitting at one place and just not thinking anything. It's like that red elephant. I will not think anything. You will think definitely. Then day 9, it is you will learn 10 reasons that you procrastinate. These are inner real reasons of distractions also. They are separate. 10 reasons you procrastinate. And hereby you will take 3 tasks in your life and you will given methods to kill those procrastination. आपको पता ही नहीं आप procrastinate क्यों करते हो. There are 10 reasons. So you will understand those 10 reasons, measure yourself on that, and pick up 3 tasks in your life, and we'll create an action plan for that. Day 10, why not to make a to-do list? To-do list is a broken system. वो हमेशा आपको तोड़ देता है. You always break down after a to-do list because वो इतनी बड़ी to-do, once in a while जो to-do list बनाते हैं आप, that no superhuman in the planet can complete it. And you only look at the 4 which are left. You don't look at the 10 and you self-sabotage a lot. And to-do list is not the right system because your mind bluffs you to complete tasks जो आपको actually में नहीं करने हैं. You need to understand your inner version there. So I'll give you better replacement and I'll teach you time boxing techniques there. And day 11, we will have 7 steps micro goal achieving formula. And of course, the 10-day reports in the community. How many of you find these 2 weeks extremely valuable? Type down we. You get worksheets, you get videos, and you get a facilitator also. Do you find value? You are getting worksheets every day. You just have to watch that video and finish that, and you get a facilitator as well. And we meet once a week, once a month. No, these are not live classes. The videos is recorded. The worksheet is along with you. And facilitator is one of my Zen coaches where you can ring up. आप उनको पूछ सकते हो. They'll call you up. They will assist you. That if there is any doubt, if there is any problem, they are there to assist. They are coaches trained by me. The facilitator will be with you. Yes, it's the community is lifetime. And if ever this happens again, कई बार मैं साल में एक बार इसको दोबारा reinvent करने के लिए. It was 4 days. Now it is 11 days. And you are eligible for a lifetime for life. आप eligible हैं हमेशा के लिए. You're eligible. And then we have community meet. You meet me again. ऐसा नहीं है. We have community meets every month. जहाँ पे हम दोबारा goal setting करते हैं for next 1 month. Where we set up the goals again. We set up the goals again. Now, Focus SmackDown, though it is 9999 course because it is 11-day course. And if you go to my website, because it's online and it's recorded, it's 4999. But I will give you absolutely no-brainer. Is price पे मैंने कभी नहीं दिया है. कभी भी नहीं दिया है. There are people who have repeated courses with me earlier as well, who've done this live. They will be absolutely shocked क्योंकि इस price पे मैंने कभी नहीं दिया है. That is because I want you to learn. I am giving you this focus community, a facilitator, 1-2 hours meet, like community meet with me where we set up again and again, we set up goals again and again, we can have questions there. I am giving you at only rupees 1999. That's it, including GST. GST bhi mera hai. And all those who belong to the Self Masters community here, the community price is different. Please check your WhatsApp community group. I have always said self-masters will always get a different offer. The self-masters will get a different price. Please check your community. All those who are in my community always get better things, right? So 1999, and that's not all. That's just focus. I am giving you my 7 hours of memory principles free as a bonus. What is 3 hours of memory? What is link method? What is journey method? Alphanumeric method, HH method, speed reading, remembering names. And plus, I am giving you a Miraculous Morning, जो मेरा daily live program होता है morning में. I am giving you 2 weeks entry free. 2 weeks entry free. So you will be meeting me live tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. and you can access recordings of. These are like bonuses given to you. Free. So that is like memory course ही अकेला 7 to 8 hours का मैं bonus में दे रही हूँ. And like live with me there. So and community meet, next community meet was the 13th of February. And anytime if I take it live, you're eligible. The community, the WhatsApp group is for lifetime. It's for lifetime. Recordings, why do I say for 1 year? Because you take lifetime things. The link is already there. Because you take lifetime things, na very granted. So after 1 saal ke baad, iska renewal for free hai. But you can't come after 3-4. Can you share the link? USM. No, it's not USM group. It's the Self-Masters community. I'll show you. It is in Hindi. There is previous recording in Hindi also. हिंदी में भी रिकॉर्डेड है, इंग्लिश में भी रिकॉर्डेड है। जब पहले 4 घंटे का था, 5 घंटे का था, वो भी दे दिए मैंने आपको। जब मैंने पहले ये कोर्स लिए, प्योर हिंदी की रिकॉर्डिंग भी है, इंग्लिश की भी है। हाँ, sleep mastery is not a part of it. Sleep mastery is a very separate course. But yes, I do talk about sleep there. और कुछ benefits उसमें हैं भी. Like, you know, where I do talk about sleep there. The link, please share the link in the WhatsApp group, USMs में. The link is there. It's a discounted. The link is already there in the chat. 1999. Imagine 1999 and you're getting 11 hours, more than 11 hours of focus, 8 hours of memory, and then 2 weeks live with me in the morning. Imagine, right? And right now what you will get, you will immediately, the moment you sign up, you will get the access to the course. Let me show you the course and the worksheets. Let me show you the course as well. I'll show you the course. Wait. So you will have to log into jyotimehta.in once you've signed up. Let me show it to you. So on jyotimehta.in, you will go and log in there. See, it's a recorded course. It's yours. It's yours for lifetime. I mean, I'll only say 1 year. I'll not commit lifetime. 1 year. Of course, it is repeat. It is at nothing else. I paid 15K for this. No, Pranesh, where did you pay 15K for this? Right? Is this same as ultimate self-mastery? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And 1999, I mean, कितने लोग तो यहाँ बोल रहे होंगे कि ले हमने इतना पे किया था, मैम 1999 में दे रही है आज इसको. Kush, it is recorded. What is, when is it? It is recorded. You can start your journey today itself. You can start your journey today itself. There will be a facilitator who will be calling you up. So what are you getting in 1999? In just 1999, GST is on me. You will get a 2-week self-paced course. आप कभी भी दोबारा आके कर सकते हो. जब भी आपको लगे, you can come back and do this. There's a facilitator who can assist you every day. You get recordings for 1 year. It's lifetime, but then still. Then you get templates. You have community meets. You get Awaken, the super memory course, absolutely free. You get Miraculous Morning, 15 days access. You have a coach with you. And then you meet me also for questions and answers as well. Previous candidates, no, Harnish, you're already eligible for it. All those who have done it earlier, you're eligible for it. You're already eligible for it. Okay, let me show you this. So now what you do is you go to Google Chrome here. You type down jyotimehta.in, and then when you log in, then you remember, do it with the same email ID password. You can do GPay. आप GPay कर सकते हो, GPay, Paytm कर सकते हो. So focus SmackDown. When you click on focus SmackDown and you view the course, this is where you get. This is your bonus, Awaken the super memory. This was focus in English. This is focus in Hindi. That's focus SmackDown 2 weeks challenge. And you get the recording of the community meets as well. You get that as well. So if you click on this further, you will have day 1 webinar. That is, this webinar is also that you get for free. ये मतलब ये भी आपको मिलेगा यहाँ पे day 1 वाला. Day 2 ये रहा. इसके साथ में with every thing, you know, like importance of writing, why do you need focus, manifestation, meditation, like, you know, like, see, this is the content. And with every day you have a worksheet to work upon. You have the worksheet to work upon. We'll check your believability indexes. What is productivity guilt? Well, there's a lot of information. If this one, like this here also you felt that कितना सारा information था जो मुझे पता ही नहीं था, सोचो यहाँ पे कितना होगा. And if you go to bonus, this is like 4 days course. It's like 2 hours every day. Like why you forget the memory principles, 8 hours of that. And of course, Miraculous Mornings also. Now, facilitator name and number. Yes, they will contact you, Saurav. They will contact you. Abhi, when you sign up immediately, all those who have paid, welcome to the community. Focus community is lifetime. Lifetime. I mean, it's his lifetime. You'll always be part of me, right? And all those who've paid, it's just 1999. Yeah? 1999, you get right 20 hours of content. Really, 11 hours का वो मिल रहा है, 8 hours का वो मिल रहा है. Miraculous Morning में अगर आप सुबह 5:30 बजे नहीं भी आ सकते हो ना Miraculous Morning में, Miraculous Morning itself वहीं पे कम से कम 8 या 9 Miraculous Morning आएंगे. ये रहा Miraculous Mornings में manifestations के लिए, I mean, you'll be Miraculous Morning में ही कम से कम यहीं पे 8-9 महीने की meditations पड़ी हुई. You get access only for 2 weeks, of course. मतलब यहाँ पे January 23 की भी चल रही है, and it is congratulations on book from, you know, like here, month 1, month 2. It was like April, May से लेके सारी meditations पड़ी हैं. भंडार है meditations का, manifestations का. All right. So all those who have paid, welcome. All those who are in the self-masters community, you have your link in the self-masters community. You have it there. All right. Now let's have any questions. I get feeling of doing all this course, then fill notes, register, then what you do not able to understand anything. I told you, Kushna, you have a facilitator with you. You will immediately get a call. कल आपको call आएगी मेरे ही trained किए हुए coaches हैं. They'll call you that if there is any problem. पुराने लोगों को पूछ लो चाहे. Yeah, old members already have it, Pooja, if you upgraded at that point of time. It is lifetime, Pooja. It is lifetime. It is community is lifetime. Community meets a lifetime. I make it 1 year only so that you do it. Otherwise, you don't. Getting error in the payment gateway. You can do GPay, Paytm, PhonePe also. And if there is a payment, write down I am in and write down your number if there is a technical issue. And in 1999, I mean, you're getting a lot of content in 1999. How long the link is open? See, it is open, of course. It's a webinar price. You go to my website, you will never ever get it. Aapko kahin nahi milega ye. From whom I've learned from number of them. I've learned from Jim Quick. I've learned from Neer Oil. I've learned from number of them. Distraction, I learned from Neer Oil. Brain, I learned from Jim Quick. There are a number of them. Right? Okay. All right. So now let's can you a little bit about USM. No, it's not about USM. USM will be happening some other time now. Okay? Yeah, for confidence, see, I'm very clear. Let's fix the outcome clear. It is about 11 days of focus SmackDown, and it is memory. And it is that. That is where it is. Right? For confidence and anxiety, we have USM. Ultimate self-mastery is about self-mastery only. Please tell me one cost for all your courses. When I give you a number, my team will contact you. It depends what you really want. Because my community of Zen coaches, where you want to be a coach, is a little, that's like a 6-figure community. Okay? Can I improve overthinking? Of course, you will know, na. Focus mein seekhoge tum. Bahut kuch seekhoge. Can you send schedule for USM? What we need to do? USM starts tomorrow actually. वो कल शुरू हो रहा है. The next batch of USM starts tomorrow. Morning sessions, it's a miraculous morning where we manifest, we try manifestation, we do meditations. Fahim, don't give me the number, because if you give me the number, na, to wo dikhta nahi hai. All those who are having technical issue in payment, please write down I am in and your number there. Team will contact you. You can do GPay, Paytm, PhonePe.